Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. Very good morning to you wherever you are around the globe, on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, already in Southeast Asia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your late morning edition. Yes, it is Saturday and we are coming late hours of the morning. It depends on where you are anyway, but dear friend, you are highly welcome to this very, very special edition. Yes, the weekend games, any moment from now, they'll be kicking off. But Chelsea's game is on Monday against West Ham. Currently, the transfer window is still widely open. A lot of clubs are still rushing to get one player or two before the window gets shut. What is the position of Chelsea right now as we speak? And as we know, Chelsea was in the market pursuing Maresca and John Duran. John Duran right now, it is here we go. Done deal with Al Nassr, Saudi Arabia. Yes, in 77 million euro deal. £300,000 a week. Excluding tax. Dear friend, the money back. Oh yes. But right now, what about Maresca? What is happening? Dear friend, Chelsea no longer in the race for Maresca. Chelsea are no longer in the race for Maresca. Even though we understand Bayern and Maresca rejected Tottenham. Yesterday, Tottenham director flew all the way to Munich to get a deal done. But we understand Maresca and Tottenham rejected, Maresca and Bayern rejected Tottenham. The player is not interested in going to Tottenham Hotspurs in England. The French international actually want to move. But right now as we speak, he rejected Tottenham. I believe Chelsea, maybe they are trying to weigh their options carefully. Yeah, we know these are sporting directors. You can never say never. But right now as it stands, we understand options that are still available to the player is United, Arsenal, or he stay put at Bayern Munich until the summer. So United are also in pursuit of the player. Likewise, Arsenal. If these two didn't go through, then it's likely the player will stay put with Bayern until the summer. Ladies and gentlemen. Now, on the other side, the outgoings, Torino have reached verbal agreement in principle with Chelsea for Cesare Casadei for 13 million euro plus sell-on clause over 20%. Torino have reached a verbal agreement in principle with Chelsea for Cesare Casadei, the Italian under 21, for 13 million euro plus a sell-on clause over 20%. More steps will follow today on the player side, including medical tests today, Saturday. All parties are careful until the end, after Lazio were also close to getting the deal done. But later on, that deal fell through. So all parties are careful, want to make sure everything is done before they can decide or make their stance clear. But as it stands, yeah, verbal agreement reached in principle, and the player is expected to go through medical tests today. Cesare Casadei to Torino. Chelsea are letting him go for 30 million euros plus add-ons and then 20% sell-on clause. All right? Okay. Aston Villa have made an inquiry over a loan signing of Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford. Sky Sport News understand they are considering a move for the 27-year-old after selling John Duran to Al Nassr. So, Rashford right now, he was expected to go to Barcelona. His entourage met with the Barcelona directors. But we understand the situation right now in Barcelona is said that the PSR rule is catching up with them. Their financial standings right now, it's making it difficult for the deal to go through. So Rashford is looking for a way out, temporal. And Aston Villa want to offer him that short gap, time. So Aston Villa, they made an inquiry over a loan. They will love or they want to have Rashford for a loan in place of John Duran. But the question is, 27, Marcus Rashford should be on his peak. Moving to Aston Villa on loan. Then in the summer, is he coming back to United or he look for other options elsewhere? We wait to see. And let's keep eyes on that deal as well. Remember, Aston Villa, they lost John Duran to El Nassr yesterday, and therefore they need a replacement for him. All right. Chelsea equally remain in the market for a new midfielder. According to sources, our sporting directors are in the market this winter window. These next 2 days are critical, or 3 days are very critical. Chelsea remain in the market for a new midfielder as part of the final days plan. Yeah. Because if you look at our midfield right now, we have less options. Enzo Maresca yesterday made it very clear that he is not sure the incomings and the outgoings, even though it's actually destabilizing the team. Some of the players, they are not sure whether they are going or they are staying. And they are to prepare for the West Ham game. And he's not aware who is going and he's not aware who is coming in. But from internal sources, Chelsea remain in the market for a new midfielder. Yeah, we know the problem we have in our midfield. Especially Romeo Lavia, that is out and will always be out. His injury situation, we can't tell when. He might come back in the next 2 weeks, but how long will he be available? And we don't want to also tamper with the system that Strasbourg are currently playing. Anything that will make Chelsea to go for Andrew Santos from Strasbourg, we're going to disrupt their fight for Champions League football next season. Right now, they are on fire. And Andrew Santos is more like the engine room of Strasbourg right now. So, few days back, there was this player from Juventus, if I can recollect his name, that Chelsea were working on for loan, and that was the best deal I thought of. So personally, if Chelsea can get a stopgap player that has experience, at least for now until the summer, but we are still in the market for a new midfielder as part of our final days plan. Board is working, Chelsea board are working to find the best solution to support Maresca with new midfielder. It is what it is. Don't rule Chelsea out yet. I know Chelsea fans are not happy because it looks like nothing serious is happening within our setup. Nothing serious is happening. I included, I'm not happy, and I'm not even happy with the coach. You know, I said something when Enzo Maresca came in. I made a statement, and I will not forget those statements that I made. I was very categorical in my statement that Chelsea are working on, or we are signing a championship coach. I said it that Chelsea was going for a championship coach, and it is true. Because so far, I have not seen any improvement in the squad. I have not seen any improvement in the squad. In my own opinion, we become worse than we were. We ended the season last season more on a higher note at the 6th position, but we could see clearly that the team was beginning to gel. Chelsea was beginning to gel under Pochettino. The team was then picking up. If we had another 2 or 3 games to play before the end of the season last season, Chelsea would have been in the top 4. But right now, it looks like we are rather coming down. It is not good. It is not good. Look at the number of players that were added to the squad. Assuming these players, Pochettino, think of it. Assuming Poch was still in charge of this squad. This season we added Sancho. We added Pedro Neto. We added Joao Felix. Look at the attacking options we have. It's just too much. We added KDH, yes. Kenyan Dewsbury Hall. Who else? Renato Viega. We added Tosin. Almost our 7 or 8 players to strengthen this club. Indeed, I will still maintain we got ourselves a championship coach. Enzo Maresca could have done better, or if another coach could have done better with this squad. It's as simple as that. Another coach with tactical acumen could have done better with this squad. I'm afraid I need to say the truth. I need to say the truth. And let's say it the way it is. Yesterday's press conference, he was asked specifically about our injury situation. Enzo Maresca, our head coach. He said, no more injuries except the exact same as last one. No more injuries except the exact same as the last one. Who are those last ones? He said Romeo is out. Wesley Fofana is out. Benue Badeshile is out. These are the three players that were out for this in the setup for the past 2 or 3 weeks. He said no other injury. So at this point in time, dear friend, we have over 22 players available for selection. Over 22 players, and we can only make use of 11 at any given time. When we start to complain about goalkeeping department, that our goalkeeper is not good enough, he insisted that I remember one of his words, he said that day Sanchez will stop playing the way he's already playing. Because Sanchez was making some errors then. And we were complaining. The media was complaining. Journalists were complaining. He now said the day Sanchez will stop playing the ball from behind, that will be the day he will stop being the first 11. He insisted Sanchez was good. He was going to be the number one. Now, dear friend, let me just suggest to you that this game against West Ham, some part of me is telling me strongly that Sanchez will be dropped from the first 11. Mark it. Mark it. Well, Jorge Mendes will meet AC Milan in the next few hours. And Joao Felix will be in the spotlight. Jorge Mendes, yeah, we know him. He is, how do you call it, transfer guru. And he's the manager. I mean, he's Joao Felix manager. He'll be meeting AC Milan in the next few hours. And Joao Felix will be in the spotlight. Dear friend, I am not too sure why players are still using this man. No, most of the players that goes through his hand. Paul Pogba is one of those, I believe then, in those days. I'm not too sure if he changed him now. He's only interested in his percentage, agent fee. You move players from here, every 3 months you are moving your players. You are renegotiating a new deal for them. Why won't you allow your players to rest and have cementing their position in particular club? I'm about to run up, ladies and gentlemen. It is your breakfast. I will not take much time. Yes, we understand, like I said earlier on, Cesare Casadei to Torino, it's about to happen today. Hopefully the medical will take place. The amount is around 12 million, 12.5 million package for Chelsea, plus 20 plus sell-on clause, 20% plus, let's say 20-25% sell-on clause, according to Fabrizio Romano. Dear friends, let me give some shout out before I go this morning. Steve Hammerberg from Israel. Yes, from Israel. It's been a long time, Steve. It's been a long time. Well, quickly. He said, hi, Salon Blog. I'm still Steve Anderson, Hammerberg. My take on Ivan Toney concerning his signature is no. He no different from Jackson. And there is nothing. Okay, let me zoom it a little so that I can see better. There is nothing that Jackson can learn from him. He also an injury-prone player. Please let Chelsea look somewhere else for a striker that can score goals than Jackson, like Alexander Isak and Victor Gyökeres. All right, yes. That is what I also want. I want a player that Jackson can look up to. I mean, getting a player on par with Jackson, we are not making any headway. We are not. So it is true. My dear friend, Anderson Ambenbeck from Israel. Big shout out to you out there. The next one says thanks. What's the name? Well, there's no name here. Is it Kasweka Musole? Kasweka Musole, I guess. It's your email. Say thanks. All right. Donald says, bro, you are wasting our data. Tell us the latest news. Oh, really? You have any latest news that you can update me? If you think there's any latest news, you can update me. Transfer market is always a recycle. Deals that teams or clubs will start negotiations. And so every step along the way, it might take the whole month for one player. And the deal might even collapse along the line. It is not like a breaking. If there's a breaking news, we'll announce it. If you go to all media platforms, it's the same thing, dear friend. All right? Pastor Solomon says, Chelsea is a business center. It's not a football club. And I don't know why the fans are wasting their time to watching their ball. But you're also on it. My dear friend, you are also a fan. And you're also watching it. So it's not only us, dear friend. Anyway, big shout out to you, my dear friend, Pastor Solomon in Nigeria, I believe. Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq says, happy Friday. That was yesterday. The meeting was yesterday. Okay. All right. We are in Saturday now. Happy Saturday and happy new month to you guys all out there. Yeah. Sadiq says, you didn't bring news on who? On Jima, female defender signed by Chelsea a few days ago. My goodness. I prepared it, but because of time, I could not release it. Yes. From Barcelona. I prepared the news, but I could not release it. Big shout out to you, Sadiq Adeleke Sadiq. Thank you so much for reminding me. Thank you so much. Yeah, Gemma, a female defender for our ladies, women, Chelsea ladies. That's very, very correct. Very correct. All right, the last but not the least, dear friend. What's the name? Johannes says the sporting director buy wrong players that they cannot sell. Which team can buy Lavia, who is injury prone now? Anyway, that is the truth. Like I said, if there's anyone to be fired first, it should be the sporting directors, even before the head coach. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.